Polar Plunge. Former state representative Ken Horn is with us from the Frankenmuth area. Happy New Year on the other end of our AT&T line. First off and foremost, how are you?
I'm doing well, Michael Patrick. Thank you for having me on. With all of your powers of persuasion, I fully expect you to try to talk me out of this today.
It wouldn't take much, would it?
Not today. Holy cannoli.
The Polar Plunge is scheduled to take place at 3 o'clock this afternoon on the state capitol lawn. It's a fundraiser for Special Olympics, and the lieutenant governor is going to do it. And you have done it in the past, jumping into this pool of water in lederhosen. Are you planning to do it again?
I do. I think I'm going to sit my beer down, though, this time.
Oh.
I'm going to just hand that off to somebody. Last time I did it with a big old Oktoberfest mug of beer. And,
yes.
And I went under. My hat floated away, but the beer never spilled. So I kept that above water.
That's
this
impressive.
This year, I think I'm just going to pass it along. I don't need an icy mug, for my Frankenmuth beer.
Now, just a minute. Let's get this straight. They build a swimming pool on the lawn?
They do, yeah. They put up so people can picture this. Your listeners can imagine that just an big old above ground pool. It actually is pretty good size, and then they build a wooden ramp, and we climb up the ramp. Feels kind of like a gallows, from the old Western.
Yes.
And then you stand at the edge, and they cheer you on 3, 2, 1, and there you go.
How deep is the?
It's kind of mean that they don't push you. It's really hard to do that on your own.
And there are people around cheering and taking pictures and video and all the rest. And how deep is the water?
I think it's probably 4 feet, maybe 3. So you got to make sure you don't keep your knees straight. You got to bend them a little bit, and otherwise, somebody like me that's 6'4", likely to bust up some legs.
Does your head go under the water?
It does, yeah. The weight takes you down. So you go, it's truly a plunge.
It's like a cannonball sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's how Lieutenant Governor Calley does it. He usually climbs up to the top of to the frame and then makes a big jump. And so he gets the award every year for height.
You guys realize that we're talking about 11 degrees or colder this afternoon, right?
Oh, you had to bring that up. Well, it's like 5 degrees in Frankenmuth right now, so it'll be like double the temperature. So I'm feeling good about that.
And what happens now? How do you get warm after you get out of that water? Because I presume that pool is not heated. And how do they keep it from icing over?
Well, it can only get so cold, and the ice is thin when you make the first jump, so it hardly hurts. And but what they do is they take really good care of you, and they're very careful. They have people around that can help anybody that's in distress. But for the most part, your body takes care of itself. There's a little shock, but you get out. They cover you with a nice embroidered Polar Plunge towel, and then send you right back into the Capitol building to change.
Wow. Okay. So, and you have to be really dedicated to the cause to do this. I watched the Tonight Show last night with Jimmy Fallon, and he has Rahm Emanuel bringing him out to Chicago this weekend to jump into the Chicago River. They're doing a Polar Plunge there too. So it's not just in Lansing and in Michigan. It's all around the country. But it'd be a lot better to do it in Miami than it would in Michigan.
I think they say I'm kind of all into energy. That as a former chair of the Energy Committee, and I suggested that they hook this up to solar panels, and that we heat the pool and call it a solar plunge.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty close. You could probably get away with that.
Does anybody ever chicken out? Tell the truth.
Just that one time, Michael. I didn't know. Once you're dressed and you're out there, there's enough peer pressure. You don't back out.